Hey guys, what is up? So today I'm going to be giving you all an update on the bog garden that I have, or just the outdoor temperate carnivorous plants and how dormancy is going. So we're going to start off with the sarracenia because they're the easiest. I'm also going to give you all some slight care tips on how to care for your outdoor perennials, or what I do in where it gets too cold for me to just leave these plants outside. So this is a Sarracenia leucophila. I have no clue what kind it is. I got it from the flea market. It's looking a little ratty, as y'all can see, but I accidentally pulled out a fly trap and I just threw it in here because why not? But there's been like this black stuff on the rhizome. I don't know what it is, if it's just like from the dead leaves or what. But you know what? Excuse me. I'm hoping it'll come back next spring and it'll be fine, but it's got plenty of divisions, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know how to divide up rhizomes. Here we have a lot of rubra. I cut most of the dying pitches off because there was mold, but you see the rhizomes like starting to go across the top. Whenever spring comes, I'm repotting almost everything, and everything's going to be in bigger and better pots. Here's the purpurea. It doesn't look too different, except there's one dead pitcher. And the new growth is just green because there's no light in here, or not too much. Here's my big colony of B52s. I remember, if y'all remember, whenever I first got this plant, everything was tiny. Now everything's huge, even in dormancy. So, you know what? It's still a good plant. Here's my other pot of B52s. Two smaller plants. It's so weird because I look back on my videos and see how big they were during the growing season. But then now they're like really small. They even got some divisions on them. But these are going to go in 2 colony pots, except for these 2 small ones. King Henry, I don't know why the King Henry dies back really hard. You know what? It's fine. It's even pushing up against the side of the pot. You can see that. Here's a random typical I got from Walmart, I believe. Yeah, it's dividing a lot. Sorry, I'm battling the cold. It's winter time. Here's another. This is the one that I got from Wilmington whenever I went there to go see wild sarracenia and flytraps. And now, here are my 2 original pots that I kept over dormancy last year. This is going to be their 2nd year growing. And these are going to go in colony pots. And I'll divide some out just in case some of my friends want, because I've already given one of my friends one of these plants. Or I'll divide, because they're starting to get divisions on here. This is the dentate. I'm going to love to divide this up. I'll do a video on it during the springtime. And also this one, which is a light went out just behind me. But also this one, I really love this this plant, because during the summertime it produced really tall traps and it was mostly green. So this is just a little update on everything, but this is what I do. For Christmas, I got a 0 water pitcher. I've been wanting one of these for a long time because it's kind of annoying whenever you have to go to Walgreens or Walmart or somewhere just to get some like distilled water whenever you're out. But for what I do, I have this little thermometer in here, and it's reading about 53. It's high today, but the lowest it's gotten here is about 34, maybe 36, somewhere around that way. But what I do is I feel the weight of my pot, because with this you can't really, unless you lift up some leaves and like have to touch the soil, but even then there's perlite and you can't really tell, especially with plants like this. There's so much perlite you can't really tell. So what I do is I just feel the weight of the pot, and I keep a little bowl here. I don't know what's watering it. Probably I would have just got done watering this plant, but what I do is I just feel the pot and I like make sure the weight's fine, but I don't keep them sitting in water, because I know Sarracenia Northwest, since they grow their plants outside all year round and they don't need to bring their plants inside, they keep them in water all year round because it helps with insulation and stuff like that, and they don't have to worry about it. But with me, it gets real cold here, and you know what? I just keep them in here because it's a lot easier. Also, if you noticed, I don't know if I've done a video yet, but I got this new table. It's a nice big table instead of that ghetto metal desk that my neighbors brought me. But I'm still thankful for the metal table, but I threw it away. But this is going to be a lot better, and it's going to be a whole lot more stable than that other one. So, yeah. They don't need any light whenever they're dormant. It's pretty warm in here, but as long as you keep it around maybe 50 degrees Fahrenheit to just about 36 degrees Fahrenheit, they're going to be fine. They don't need any light, but I might, whenever the weather starts to warm up, I'm gonna put these in the bottom shelf of my greenhouse where they're gonna get light and they're gonna get used to the light like slowly and gradually. So, yeah. What else? They're not gonna eat anything. There's not gonna be any new growth. I mean, you see that new trap coming up right there. That's not gonna grow until spring, and even if it does, it's not gonna be a new trap because, let's face it, they're not gonna, it's already small right now. As you can see, it's tiny compared to these other winter traps. So it's not gonna be as big and it's not gonna grow up as big. But if you wait, the springtime is the best time for fly traps because that's whenever the best traps come up on your plants. But yeah, also there's gonna be a lot of dieback on your plants if you're going through this the first time. As you can see, got these wide dead leaves on my B52 and all these like dead traps. I can just pull these off, but like I'm gonna start trying to wait whenever they're fully dried off and pull them out because I think that like helps them retain more of what they've caught, and it's like a lot less of a waste of nutrients and energy. So you know what? Yeah. Also, what I've noticed is during dormancy, fly traps like teeth are growing like really close together, and there's a lot more of them, and they're never open. You're almost never going to see an open trap besides like this because this opened right before dormancy. So this one's probably going to be the only open trap along with like maybe this baby one right here. I mean, until springtime. So don't expect your plant to be open or like catch stuff because like, see, this is a trap that's been developing and it's not gonna open anytime soon. Or they also have this like weird mutation where they fold over. So that's pretty normal for what happened because I remember this plant did that last year. This plant also did that. It was just weird. They look like crap right now, but don't worry, it's supposed to. They're gonna come back in spring. It's gonna be beautiful. So yeah, the only time I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't give a fly trap a dormancy is whenever they're tiny. Like if this was a seedling, I would not have put it through a dormancy, but it's fine. It's not a seedling. It's healthy enough to go through a dormancy, but it's not. If it's a seedling, then I wouldn't do that. I'd skip maybe one dormancy, then the next year I wouldn't. I would just let it go through dormancy and let it go through its natural cycle. So here's just a few care tips on dormancy, kind of what it looks like on different cultivars and different plants. So this is a garbage video, but you know what? I did it for the worthwhile. I'll see you guys later. Bye.